I have been asked to visit the places where I love the 100 famous views of Edo, painted by Hiroshige Ando, to see what the scenes look like now, and to compare the old and the new. In this catalogue, Hiroshige's works of 119 views will be grouped by season, and only the old and current views will be presented in digest form. In this fourth installment, as part 2 of the summer section, we will introduce views 58 to 72. (058) Sudden shower over Shin-Ohashi Bridge and Atake. This is an aerial view of the Shin-Ohashi Bridge in the Edo period, which was built slightly downstream from the present day, seen from the south. Citizens are depicted moving right and left in the evening shower that suddenly began to fall from the black clouds. Today, the bridge is a magnificent 4-lane railway bridge, more than twice the size it was then if the footpath is included. At the time, the military ship Atake Maru was moored on the opposite bank, so the area was called Atake. (059) Ryogoku-bashi Bridge and Akabata River Bank. This painting shows the Ryogoku Bridge and the fire escape area at the Akabata, which was a pleasure quarter in front of the bridge, as seen from the Nihonbashi side of the bridge. The bridge, initially called Ohashi, was later called Ryogoku Bridge, as it straddled the Musashi and Shimausa provinces. Today, the Sumida River has been extended and the Metropolitan Expressway runs along the river on the Ryogoku side, so the landscape has changed. Please also see the photo from above, which matches Hiroshige's composition. (060) Asakusa-ga River, Akabata Riverbank and Miyata-ga River. This painting shows the Sumida River, also known as the Asakusa River or the Miyata River, as seen from the Ryogoku Bridge. On the bridge on the left and on the boat on the lower right are many pilgrims on their way to the Oyama pilgrimage and Bonton. In those days, it was customary to take a mizugori, purification ceremony, on the east side of the Ryogoku Bridge before going on a pilgrimage to Mt. Oyama. Nowadays, the Ryogoku Bridge is an iron bridge, and no one thinks of entering the river, and Mt. Tsukuba cannot be seen beyond it. (061) Asakusa-ga River and Pine of Success at Onmei-agashi Embankment. A little downstream of what is now the Kurami Bridge, there was a ferry on the Onmei River bank, and on the Kurami side of the ferry there was a magnificent pine tree jutting out into the river. The pine tree was called Pine of Success, because customers heading to Yoshiwara consulted it before going there. Now the pine tree is gone and both banks of the Sumida River have been turned into a promenade called the Sumida-ga Terrace. In the picture, a little further ahead is Kurami Bridge and beyond that is Umeya Bridge. (62) Kamagatato Hall and Azumabashi Bridge. On the right bank of the Sumida River, downstream of the Kamagata Bridge, there was a hall called Kamagatato, where the goddess of mercy of Sensoji Temple was found. The sky shows a red signboard of a booth shop and a little cuckoo. The hall to the left, Azuma Bridge beyond and the streetscape of Honjo on the opposite bank. The Kamagatato Hall has now moved to the upstream side of the Kamagata Bridge, closer to the Azuma Bridge. The Tokyo Sky Tree, the headquarters of Asahi Breweries and Sumida Ward Office are inset on the other side of the picture. (063) Ayasaga River and Kanagafuchi Pool. The Sumida River, passing Senju Bridge from the west, turns sharply south here to join the Ayase River, which was called Kanagafuchi. The small bridge seen beyond the boatman maneuvering the raft is the Ayase River at the confluence. Even today, the curve of the Sumida River remains the same, and the Ayase River continues on to the larger Arakawa River, along which the Metropolitan Expressway Route 6 runs towards Harikari Junction. The tranquil atmosphere has changed. (064) Harikari Iris Garden. Harikari is a marshy area where the Ayase and Sumida rivers converge, and its environment has been used for iris cultivation since before the Edo period. making it one of Edo's leading tourist destinations by the time of Hiroshige. The present Harikiri Iris Garden, which opened after the Meiji era, was purchased by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government in 1959 and is managed by Katsushika Ward. The highway in the background is made to look like a Hiroshige painting. 065 Inside Komedo Tenjin Shrine. This painting shows the wisteria flowers, the drum bridge and the Shinji Pond together at Komedo Tenjin Shrine, which was known as the largest Tenjin-sama in Edo. The bridge is now painted red and even more spectacular, but during the wisteria season it becomes so crowded that it is impossible to walk on it, depending on the location. You can even see the Tokyo Sky Tree behind the shrine building. 066 Spiral Hall in Gahayakurakan Temple. This depicts the 500 Arhats Temple, which was located to the north of the present-day Nishiojima Station. The spiral-built Sazi-do was more than 10 meters high and was popular for both worship and for its far-reaching views. Today, both the Rakan Temple and the Sazi-do Spiral Hall are gone, and a temple relocated from Meguro calls itself Rakan Temple, but it is a completely different temple to the one built in the Edo period. 067 Sakase Ferry. The Tadakawa River flowed along what is now the Komatsuagawa line of the Metropolitan Expressway, and the Sakurakado Road was on its northern side, where the two meet at the Nakagawa River. There was the Sakase Ferry, which was depicted from the north in this bird's-eye view. Today, the bridge is called Sakase Bridge, and the motorway covers a large part of it. On the other side of the bridge is the Komatsuagawa Condominium Complex, a redevelopment of a former chemical factory. 068 Open Garden at the Fukagawa Hachiman Shrine. The largest shrine to the east across the Sumida River was Tomioka Hachimangu, known as Fukagawa Hachiman. The large garden of Itaiji Temple, which managed it, was opened to the public from March 21st, the anniversary of Kobo Daishi's death, and was called Yamabiraki, and was very crowded with azaleas and cherry trees. Today, the place has become Fukagawa Park on the south side of the motorway, and there is no trace of the garden at all. As magnificent as it was, the building at the back is the Fukagawa Fudo, the Tokyo Betsun of Naridasan. 069 Fukagawa Sanjusen Gendo Hall. To the east of Fukagawa Tomioka Hachimangu Shrine was an archery training facility, modeled on the Sanjusen Gendo in Kyoto. The building is about 120 meters long and depicts the Hikai River and tea houses and other buildings behind it together. Today, it is not known where this facility was located, and the elongated building at the back is thought to be its location. 070 Nakagawa River Mouth. The Onaji River comes from the Sumida River in the foreground. The Shinkai River flows in the back towards Urayasu, and the old Nakagawa River flows to the right from the Tone River and out to Edo Bay. The Nakagawa River mouth here is such an important point for water traffic, and there was a water guard station on the left. Nowadays, the big Arakawa River flows beyond here, so the Shinkai River is stopped at the bank and the area is turned into Ajima Komatsuagawa Park, a roadway and a promenade. 071 Scattered Pines on the Tanagawa River. There was a place called Scattered Pines on the Tone River, now the old Etagawa River, where fishermen were casting nets to catch the famous carp. However, the location has not been identified, and I have tried to fit the cast nets into the landscape around present-day Horicho, Urayasu City. 072 Haneda Ferry and Benten Shrine. This is a view from where the Ebitori River joins the Tama River, looking towards the sea downstream of the Tama River. The Haneda Benzaiten scene on the left of the painting has now been relocated upstream as Tamagawa Benzaiten, and in its place stands the Grand Torii of the former Anamori Inari Shrine. which was forced to relocate after the war when it was seized by the U.S. military, with a plaque reading "Peace."